you are operating from your body, and this is what you need to change. I swear to you that my body wouldn't let me manifest what I want. No matter what I did, no matter how many visualizations, affirmations, gratitude, staying positive, my body wouldn't let me stay and manifest whatever I wanted. I tried to be in the state of manifestation, and my body was working against me. And this is something that most of the people are going through right now, because they don't give you clear instructions what you have to do. They give you a vague idea on what is the subject and what you need to do, but actually they don't explain it correctly. And for me, this is where I found the problem on my manifestations and why my body was reacting to anything that I wanted to manifest. And it's not because of your nervous system. It's not only that. There is more hidden parts of it for you to understand it. And I'm gonna break it down for me in 5 key keywords, key elements of how I stopped the body reacting differently of what I wanted and want to do. So it's important that your soul and your body match their vibration. You have 2 tools. Nobody telling you that. You are 2 persons. You are the soul and you are the body. Okay? Right now, the emotions and the reality around you, you are operating from the body. You are not operating from your soul. It needs to be the opposite. You need to be the soul to operate the body. When you are operating from the soul, the body follows, and you are manifesting instantly like this. The soul is a very powerful asset and the biggest tool for you to manifest. But now you are operating from the body, and this is where I realized that I was doing wrong, and I was the body. The body was controlling my soul. That's why I couldn't manifest, because in our body is everything stored from the moment we understand what is happening around us when we are kids. So we have all the belief, all the ideas, all the habits, all of them created inside of us, inside our body, not our soul, from our environment. And this is where I want you to pay attention, because I'm gonna break them down and I want you to clearly understand it. This is what I'm doing for me, and actually it works. I'm not following nobody. This is based on my first spiritual awakening, and now it's my second spiritual awakening, and I understand what I needed to change and solve that was stopping me from manifesting. Here, this is what I do, and this is how I label everything. It's 5 keywords, key phrases. All right, let's go to the number 1. The number 1, I named it the observer effect. Okay, this is where I was visualizing, and I'm visualizing what I wanted, right? This is what you are doing. You are visualize what you want to manifest. But I didn't stay in that visualization, into that picture for long, and I couldn't. And I thought that it was normal, and I thought that it was something that okay, I just visualized it just enough for my manifestations to happen, but actually it's not. What I did, first of all, what I did is to realize that I was wrong, and I start noticing where my attention shifted while I was meditating or while I was visualizing, and where it begins without realizing it, that I left from the visualization of my goals for my manifestations and I went somewhere differently. So I stopped. This is what I did. I stopped visualizing. That moment when I was visualizing and I realized that I was drifting somewhere else, I stopped. I opened my eyes. I will have the thought inside my mind, and in that moment, and I focused to understand where it came from. Where is the root of that redirection from my visualization? And it's important to understand where your attention is interrupting your visualization, and to realize where it comes from. So, the number 2, I named it the timing lack. This is where I realized that I was breaking the momentum of my desires by not completing them. What I mean, in order for me to fill the gap that I was creating, I set a clear moment to come back to it. So when I realized that I was keep breaking the momentum, like I visualize or gratitude or writing my affirmations, and I'm breaking the pattern even throughout the day, I will stop and just for a moment I will come back to it to recreate it again inside of me, even just for a moment. So the momentum will continue throughout all the day until I fall asleep. So if you are visualizing and doing your affirmation of gratitude in the morning or in the afternoon, and you are feeling that there is a gap between it and you are breaking the momentum of your time, or maybe somebody you wanted to do your visualization or your meditation and your phone rang, that is the breaking the momentum. So what I realized is that I needed to be completely silent. I would talk to my roommate to not bother me. I also informed that to take care of the cat so it doesn't knock on the doors and everything to distract me, because you need to be in the moment. You need to create the momentum of your desires and you want the meditation. You must be in that moment. So what I did is, actually, if I have these distortions throughout my my day, I just take a moment to recreate it inside my mind, all of it. Remember the meditation, what it needs to be done. I take a seat, I take a breath, and I'm recreating the momentum that already brought that specific moment that I was doing it. The number 3 is the reality split. This is where I start catching myself not matching the vibration of what I wanted and what I imagined. So this is what I did. Instead of forcing myself to visualize or creating something fake, I ask these questions. I stop completely and I ask these questions to myself. Why I moved and act differently today from what I actually want? What is that moment that made me change? I realized that I was having heaviness in my chest, or I was having random thoughts that they were stopping me, and or maybe something happened. Maybe you're doing your affirmation, visualization and everything, you are in very high, powerful vibration, and something happens after a moment or a while during your day, and that vibration is gone because somebody shouted at you, or maybe somebody insulted you, maybe somebody did something unfair to you, and you stop the matching of your the self that you want to be and what you want to create. So, and don't force anything. Don't force to do something fake, because you will not manifest. It will not happen if you are creating something false. And the line that they say to you, "Fake it till you make it," is not correct. Don't listen to that, please. Just the reality split is that you are living in two different worlds, that you want something else and you are reacting differently of what you want. So the solution for me was like stop. I stopped forcing myself to create something fake, and I noticed and I asked myself where and why I move differently today from what I actually want. What was the reason? And when I answer these questions and I'm aware of where it went wrong, I forgive myself that I stopped recreating what I wanted to be the self I want, and I try that moment to create the vibration again, what I want, just a little bit, until I go to bed. The number 4, I named it the automatic choice patterns. This is where I realized that my life was being shaped by unconscious choices. Let me give you an example. The first thing you do in the morning, the first thing I did in the morning when I was waking up is take my phone and scroll through it, through Facebook, from Instagram, TikTok, just scroll of it. Or I just took my phone and play video games in my phone. This is the first thing I did, and when I was waking up. My subconscious was already open from the moment that I wake up, but it's closing slowly throughout the day. But the first things that I put inside my mind is how to scroll through Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and everything. I also answer messages from family and friends, and this was going more than 3 hours after I wake up, so my attention was not in the moment, not in the self, the goals that I wanted to create. So what I did is that I started interrupting the autopilot, the unconscious choices that I was taking, and I took full control of it. It's important to understand whatever you start doing your day, whatever thought you're having the moment you wake up, this is how your day will go. So if you wake up and your thought is to take your phone and scroll through Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or answer messages and be distracted, unconsciously distracted by not your choice, it's bad. You will not manifest. You need to regulate everything, and you need to be back to your soul. So your soul needs to control the body, not the other way around, not the body controlling your soul. So what I did is I stopped and I took control of everything. I pressed the autopilot button inside of me and I destroy it. And every time now that I wake up, the first thing is to do is to nourish my body. I take a glass of water before I drink coffee, take deep breaths, and thinking about my future, thinking about what I want to manifest. I take my coffee and maybe I write some notes while I'm taking my coffee, write my notes, what I need to create a video today, what I need to do some work, research. When I finish that, it means that I'm already in control. So it's okay for me to react, to answer the messages or scroll through Facebook during the day, because you wake up differently. I wake up differently, and this is important. You need to change the automatic choices patterns that you are unconsciously create and choosing to do. If you wake up and do something different, but don't think that I need to do this because Elizabeth told us to do this. No, I want you to understand it. I want you to realize that it needs to come from you, not from what I'm saying to you. Do you understand what I mean? You need to want it. If you don't want it, then you will not manifest. You will not change, and you're gonna create. I'm not telling you to change your habits. I'm not telling you to do something that you don't want. I'm just simply pointing out what it worked for me. This is what I did and I manifested. And this is freely your choice. I'm just explaining and I'm telling you, if you don't want to wake up, if you want to wake up and take your phone and scroll through Facebook, it's up to you. It's your decision. But whatever you are putting inside your body, because the body controls you now, it will reflect also your life. That's why I say to you, you need to operate from the soul. The soul needs to operate the body. Because if the soul is in charge, then you will manifest instantly. Let's try this. Just try, do this for 7 days and tell me how it felt for you. And if you felt like nothing is working, then I will help you to understand what is bothering you and what is blocking you. Let's go to the five key element, and the key words that I used is, and I named him the momentum carryover. This is where I noticed my state of being in the morning and before I slept, how much affected my life and how much this was making me not having the control. This is what I did. I changed it by I stopped starting and ending the day in stimulation. What I mean, everything what I say until to you now is everything connected, okay? You need to understand it. You have the you have everything that is happening throughout the day, everything that is happening throughout the day. Like I'll say the key elements for you that I realized on me where I was going wrong, and I wanted to change the course of it. So I wanted the soul to take the body, not the body to take over the soul. So I created the key elements. So we have the observer effect, we have the timing leak, we have the reality split, we have the automatic choices of whatever pattern you are choosing, and now we have the momentum carryover. This is where from the moment you wake up and the moment you are sleeping, how much it was affecting you, the day that you gone through. And this is what I change. Throughout the day, if I wake up and my attention was going somewhere else, I was dragging myself that I didn't want to do it. I was dragging myself to bed and I was sitting there for 30 minutes in silence because I needed to comfort all of the emotions that was making me going crazy and not letting me be in the vibration of the manifestations that I wanted. Also, what I did is that before I sleep, I took 10 minutes or 20 minutes to write down not what I was going through the day. I was writing a letter to the youngest version of myself, not the future, the younger version of myself, explaining what I was having, like I already have whatever I want, and I was sharing these experiences with my younger self. This is what I wanted to manifest. When I'm finishing that, I was ending before I started to doze off to sleep. I wanted to create a moment inside my mind to remind me, not the body, to remind the soul to shine bright, to be aware of what I wanted, and I will visualize in it, and I will give my gratitude, my thank you to the universe, the God, and I will actually feel in it, because that moment when you are almost dozed off from sleep, the subconscious mind is opening, and while you are creating your thoughts, that moment is the most critical things of what you need, what you must aware of what you are thinking or doing. If you go to sleep angry and upset, then the next day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be upset, and your nervous system will try to take over, your body will take over, and it will move you far from your manifestations. I want to create something different, so I took I took the chance of creating something new in my body and in my mind, so the body will stop creating whatever it wants automatically, because that's what they teach us to do, and I change it because I wanted to be I wanted to have the connection straight from the source, because the body is full of emotion, is full of blockages, is full of unwanted desires, fears, stress, doubts from the environment and how we grew up. If you do these steps, I guarantee you, and I believe that you will feel different. In 7 days you will feel different, and you will realize what I'm talking about. You will understand what is the meaning of having a soul power rather than the body power. Everything will become more clear, and this is where you pay attention. And manifestations, your manifestation and everything that you want is just around the corner. You just can't see it right now because you are operating from your body, and this is what you need to change. You need to operate from your soul. Thank you for being here. I'm Elizabeth Madebo. I'm with the Soulful Chronicles channel, and I'm here to help you understand what your soul has been trying to show you and tell you. And if you have a question, or leave it below in the comment and I will answer them. Thank you for being here. Hope I see you next time. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for your support. Namaste.